Thursday? Today's Thursday, right? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yes, we opened 2 days ago. I'm losing track of what day it is. I'm playing with my lighting today. I might have y'all tell me which of these looks better, but the problem is I don't have a lot of slack on the line, and I'm sorry you're seeing the top of my head. I don't even think that looks any different. Oh, that's too blue. Let me try that. Does that look weird, or does that work? Let me scoot this way. I'm trying something different today because I've got this black, what is it? It's like one of those poster board things that you can get at Dollar Tree, like the foam boards, because I feel like you can see what I'm doing better with the wood color than on the white surface. So I grabbed this, but if it doesn't work, I can just like toss it because it's not glued down to my table. So anyway, I'm sorry. Welcome. I'm Amy Taylor from Lulu Bean Designs. Welcome if you are new, or welcome back if you are a regular and you watch my videos already. I am making a frame for y'all today. I was hoping that maybe this dark background, there's something sticky on my table, would make the colors pop a little bit more, but I have no idea because I've been having an issue with, like, I always tell y'all, the overhead camera, the colors don't show up like they really do in person. They don't look as nice. So I don't know. We're going to try it and we're going to see, or I can play with my ring light. I didn't realize, I forgot my ring light has like different settings as far as like being more of a blue light or like a cool white or a warm white, you know, like the Christmas lights come in like cool or warm. So we can play with that as well. Okay, so welcome. We are going to be painting this frame set today. It's a big set. Y'all bear with me. I don't even know if I'm going to get them all painted, because if this starts to take like a super long time, I might just abandon ship and just paint the rest of them off camera and show them to y'all later, because there's 10 sets. So it's going to be a while. I've already stained. Yes, stained, not fake, not cheater method, not baby wipe and paint method. I actually stained something, the frame. And of course, as predicted, excuse me, it looks darker on camera than it does in person. So this is the frame. It comes in several pieces. So let me just show you the layers here. So I stained it with Early American, which I wish really showed. It looks really dark on camera. It's not that dark. My family name is engraved in it. If I had a lighter stain that I liked, I may have gone a shade lighter, but I didn't. I don't have a lot of stain. Well, I do have a lot of stain, but I can't seem to find a light stain that I love. So I grabbed this one, which is the lightest shade I had that was not like orangey. So anyway, this is Early American by Minwax. Maybe a shade lighter would have been the look I was going for. Then this rattan wicker layer piece goes underneath it. I also stained that. Now, if you just want this frame to look just like this, you don't have to do anything else to it. You can just use this frame like this. Hey, Sandra, how are you? If y'all are coming in and watching, please say hey and tell me what you're doing and where you're watching from. I appreciate the sprinkles. If you would sprinkle, share my video, and comment. Sprinkled, I do give a free file away every month. And if you comment sprinkled and you actually sprinkle, then you're entered to win. And if you did not get your text notification, it's scrolling at the bottom of the screen down here. You can text this number to get on my notification list and be texted the next time I go live. Thank you, Sandra. This is my Beth Dutton shirt. I love Yellowstone, as y'all know. So back to the project. You could just do these 2 layers if that's what you want to do. I also have this backer. Now, I didn't stain the backer. This is just natural. All this is 1/8 inch wood, okay, 1/8 inch birch, because I wanted the color to pop a little bit behind that rattan. So I just left it natural. So you can see what that looks like. See how you can see the color variation? I like that. So I'm going to go with that. I feel like this is a little bit coastal looking, like beachy looking with the wicker. I don't know. Am I getting a beachy wicker vibe? Are y'all getting that vibe? I feel like I'm getting that vibe. But anyway, I love anything coastal, so that works for me. So what you do is you turn it over, and then this is where you would put in a piece of 4x6 glass, which I meant to grab a frame out of my living room and bring that in here. But basically it's a 4x6 piece of glass fits in here. They sell pieces of 4x6 glass like in packs by themselves on Amazon, just FYI. So you can get, if you want to make these and sell them, you can get like a pack of 10 or 20 or whatever from Amazon. So Anyway, so you fit the glass in here, and then this is how this works. So originally, you guys, if anybody has already downloaded this file prior to today, then you don't have this smaller piece, okay? You have just this bigger piece. You don't need the smaller piece, but let me show you something. If you want the file with this other piece, you can go back. Those of y'all who are already in my club, who have already downloaded, I've updated the file, so you can go back to the link, click on it, and download it again, and you'll have the updated file that includes this one more piece. And the reason I did that is because, let me explain this to y'all. Because this frame has 3 layers here, when you put the glass in and then you slide a picture behind it, if you just have this piece glued down here and you go to sit it up, then the glass is going to be a little bit loose, okay? But if you put this piece in here, it fits right in there. Hold on, got to get it. Yeah, if you put that piece in there, well, if the glass was in there, that would be the other layer. Then you would attach these 2 pieces, and this just would fit in here like this, and your glass would be secure. Okay, does that make sense? I'm not sure. I'm not seeing, I see Sandra's comments, but I see no comments after that. So if you guys can hear me and see me, please comment, just so I know the comments are working, because normally I can see more than this. So I don't know if maybe there's a glitch or anything today. Okay, so anyway, you would go ahead and you would glue these 2 pieces together. So this would just be like your piece, and then you would put it in here and glue it around the edge. Okay, so this would all stay, this would stay like this. And then when you wanted to change your picture out, you would just pull your picture out and put another picture in. And that's how that works on the back. Okay, this does work with my easel. If, hey, Amy, okay, good. I guess the comments are working. This works with my tabletop easel that I have it in the club. So let me explain this. Let me start at the beginning so I'm not totally confusing y'all. This is an SVG Clubhouse file. Okay, a lot of y'all who are watching, you already either are in the club or you know about the club or you just joined the club. But I have a club called SVG Clubhouse, and we are open this week to new members. We open 4 times a year, and we're open right now through Sunday. So if you want to join, you need to join before Sunday. Okay, the link is in the video description. This is a bonus file for my club members, okay? You have to join today, or you have to have already joined prior to today to get this file. This is the last day that you can get this bonus file, okay? We have bonus files going on all long, and each day that you wait and you don't sign up, a bonus file gets dropped and goes away, and this is the one that goes away after today. So you need to sign up today to get it. And everyone always asks me, I'm already in the club. Can I have it? You have it already. It was emailed to you Tuesday morning. You already have it. I promise you. You got an email. If you didn't get the email, message me and I'll send you the email again. But you should have gotten the email. Okay, so let me go over what my SVG Clubhouse is while I start painting these attachments, so you guys can get a little understanding of that. But I wanted to show you how this frame fits together. And when you get in the club, there is an easel that I have given y'all for free. I gave them to you last month, and if you're looking in the Facebook group and you can't find it, I'll email it to y'all again, and I'll also put a link to it in the group so that you'll have it. But I gave for free to my group members last month a set of 2 easels. One easel is the little, well, they're files to, obviously, to cut easels, to make easels, but you got a mini one for tiered trays, and you got a tabletop one. The tabletop one works with all my tabletop stuff, including this picture frame. Okay, so don't worry, you're not going to have to prop it. There's something to make it stand up. Oh, good, Amy, you're making it tonight. Awesome. Good morning, Jeanette. Good morning, Linda, or afternoon, depending on where you guys are. I'm glad you can see and hear me. Okay, so I'll get started painting these attachments while we chat about the club. Let me show you how the attachments go in here. So, oh, and by the way, these pieces back here, you don't need to paint or stain them because this ugly side of them is not going to show, because I would put that side facing in like this so it doesn't show. Now, this piece, okay, if you're not going to stain it or paint it, this piece, I need to turn off my sound on my phone. Hold on now. Hold on. Sorry. I've got my time-lapse camera up here. There we go. Okay. Make sure that's not making a bunch of noise for you guys. Whoever just commented, my first time, I'm excited to be here. Welcome, but I cannot see your name. You have to allow StreamYard permission to share your name so I can see who you are. It just says Facebook user. So, but welcome to the video. Okay, so this piece, I would recommend either staining, painting, or if you want both sides to look nice, then what I do is I just take my palm sander and I just, on the side that has all that yuck from laser cutting, I just gently run it over the board and that takes this off. Some people use baby wipes. Some people use alcohol, like denatured alcohol. I just take my sander and just like that and just like, that's not what it sounds like, but you know what I mean? And I just buzz it over it and it just makes it look nice because this part's going to show on the back, but then this part's going to show through that rattan pattern. So I would want both sides of this piece to look nice. Okay. Have I totally confused y'all now? Probably. All right. So let's turn back over so you can see the front. Now, here's the little piece that fits in here. I'm not going to put it all the way in there yet because I'm going to be attaching my pieces to it. So this piece goes in here and that's the piece that pulls out. So for instance, here's our Valentine's Day attachment. Once I get it painted, we're going to glue it onto this little piece of wood, this little slat. And then you can just pop it in here and then you pop it out and then you're going to take the next one and you're going to pop that in here. So what I do is I cut out a whole bunch of this piece. You can just cut out as many as you want. If you don't want to make all these, you know, if you just want to make like 3 or 4 of them, cut out 3 or 4 of these. So I just cut out a bunch of these and I stained them. So I've got those ready to glue. Okay. Okay, so hopefully I haven't totally confused y'all. This is not a beginner file just because it does have a lot of pieces. If you're a beginner, you might want to wait until you have a couple projects under your belt before you tackle this one. It's not hard to make, y'all. It's really not, but it just, because there's so many things going on with scoring and painting and staining and gluing and multiple layers, it just makes it a little bit more complicated if you're a newbie. So, okay. Get a sip of my bubbly and we're going to get started. I'm going to paint what are we going to paint first? Okay, let me show you real quick what we have. We have fall, Thanksgiving fall here. We have summer, little beachy chairs. We have spring flowers, little flower pots. You could do that for Mother's Day as well. Valentine's Day. And we have the Christmas one, and we have a birthday one. You know what I'm thinking we need that we don't have? We have fall, but I didn't do Halloween. I need to make a Halloween one. I will add that to the file. This is the little bunny one. And also I was thinking it would be cute to use those little, what do you call them? The pom-poms that I used yesterday instead of the wood pieces. To glue like on there instead. How cute would that be to have these little pom-poms? So maybe I'll do that for the bunnies. And then we have a teacher, like a teacher back to school one. Everything's scored in the file. And then we have a winter one. I have tape on here because it's snowflakes, but I have the word snow. I have the letters here and I just don't want to lose them. So the word snow goes on there. And then this is our 4th of July. And I have tape on here as well because there's some stars that are loose that I'm going to glue on. So this is our 4th of July piece. It's a hat, USA, and some firecrackers. And then these stars glue onto the letters and then they glue onto the bottom of the hat there. So anyway, those are all the sets we have. We need Halloween. I totally forgot. I mean, I did fall, so kind of in my brain, I had it checked off. I had fall checked off, but we got to have a Halloween one. So I'm going to have to add that to the file. No worries. We will do that. All right. So let's do, since we're coming up on Valentine's Day, let's do Valentine's Day first. And I actually bought some paint yesterday, y'all. I made it to Hobby Lobby. I did not get any more gumball machines. I wanted those dang gumball machines, but the only ones that I could find were St. Patrick's Day. And I grabbed the white one, but it had a 4-leaf clover on top of it. I didn't realize, and I'm like, well, I can't really use that for like all year long because it has a 4-leaf clover on it. I want it to be like one that I can use every month. But now I'm thinking that maybe I could have gotten it anyway and hidden that 4-leaf clover with a little clever little bow glued on top. So I might have to go back and get that after all. I wish I had brought the bag in to show y'all the stuff my husband got at Hobby Lobby yesterday. My husband has never been in Hobby Lobby. And why am I getting green out? I need red. I'm doing Valentine's Day. This is true red. Let me put my glasses on. Y'all know me. It's a hot mess over here, and I'm like squirrel every 5 minutes. Squirrel finding other things to do when I can't get focused, when I'm trying to talk and be live and paint and all that. All right, so that's true red. I don't know if I'm going to do red or not. I might just do pink and white on this one. Let me see. This pink is Carousel Pink. These are Deco Art acrylics. I did get a big thing of white yesterday. Amy says she found some gumball machines at Walmart. Oh, you found gumball machines that you're going to paint at Walmart? I wish you guys could put a picture in the comments on these videos. I don't think y'all are able to do. I know you're not able to do that. Amy, are you in my clubhouse? Are you in the clubhouse group? If you are, will you please post a picture in there? Because I would love to see that. I'm just putting like a little, several colors on here, because I'm not sure what I'm going to want to do. This is Bubblegum Pink. This one's new. Where were they located? Oh, Linda, you mean the Walmart ones? Yeah, Amy, where were those located? I would love to know. Are they wood? Like you have to, like, is it something that you could cut out with your laser? Is it wood, or were they like ceramic? I'm just trying to picture. I'm making myself a little Valentine's palette over here, y'all. I'm going to probably go through several plates today. I need egg cartons is what I need. But every time I buy eggs around where I live, they're always in cardboard containers. Oh, they're little in plastic. So they're plastic, but you're going to paint it anyway. Okay, I gotcha. Well, I would love to see those. If you're in my clubhouse, will you post a picture in there? And then I'll share it on my main page so that you guys can see it. If that's okay with you, Amy. Okay, so let me go over what the club includes. Our SVG Clubhouse, we are open, like I said, y'all, for new members. And what that is it's a private membership group. It's $15 a month. And when you're a member, you get 4 laser files every month. And they are always, there are 4 things that 4 boxes I try to check. You get a tier tray file, you get a door hanger file, you get a shaker set, and then you get one file that is a miscellaneous something else fun. So like in this case, this would be under the category of something else fun. We're doing a picture frame. Yesterday we did a bunny shelf sitter. So those are like category, the category of like something else. I think I'm going to do, what should I do, y'all? Pink and white, pink and red. Y'all tell me what I should do. Maybe pink and red. Your comments are delayed though, so I might have to wait a second and see. Oh, let me do the X. I'm going to do every other. I'll do both X's in pink. Okay, so you get 4 laser files every month. You get 50% off of all my files in my Etsy shop every day. That's a member perk. And that's unlimited all the time, as many files as you want. They're all half off if you're a member. You get marketing photos that you can use to sell your products, blank and finished. So all the files, all the monthly files in the group, you get marketing photos. So you can just click and go. You can take that and ask your peeps, ask your customers if they're interested in that product before you go and cut it and waste materials and stuff. They're in the dollar section. Okay, I will have to go up there. I need to go to Walmart too. I don't need to go to Walmart. I want to go to Walmart. I know they have some cute spring stuff, so I'm going to go up there and check it out. Nikki, I did make it to Hobby Lobby yesterday. I got some more paint. All right, I think I'm going to do pink and gray. I don't know why. I'm just in the mood for like pink and gray on this. And then we'll do some accents. Okay, so you get the 4 files a month. You get the 50% off. You get the marketing photos. We do a virtual paint party each month. And you get access to a private Facebook group. And you get access to the membership portal where all your files are, that you can go and grab your pictures and your files and get started and download them and all of that. So that's what you get for being a club member. You can also, when you join, if you see that there were some files that were in past months that you were not, before you were a member, and you want to purchase those, you have the option of purchasing those as a club member. Club files do not ever go for sale to the general public. I don't ever list them in my Etsy shop. They are exclusive to the club. What happens in the club stays in the club. So this week we are offering, in addition to the 4 files that you get every month, you also get bonus files. So if you joined on the first day, you had 5 bonuses. The second day was yesterday. There were 4 bonuses left. Today, if you join, there's still 3 bonuses that you can get. This is one of the bonuses. The other bonus files that you can get are, let me pull them up for y'all. Tomorrow's bonus file is going to be this frame that we're going to make. So you would get that if you join today. And we're going to do some, I'm going to try the saran wrap technique with the cardstock behind those letters. So the Mod Podge method of not using Mod Podge, of using saran wrap, we're going to do that tomorrow. And then Saturday, the last bonus file that you can get is this bicycle birthday sign with the balloons. This is my favorite one. Normally I put my favorite one first, but this is my favorite one, and I'm still letting y'all have it on the last day. So if you still join by Saturday, you can get this file. But like I said, there are 3 files left. If you join today, you get all 3 of these, plus you get the files for the month, which are these. These are our February files. You get some, the rattan standing bunnies. Those are pretty tall. The tallest one, I believe, is 16 inches. You get the Happy Spring door hanger. You get the one in the lower left corner is a shaker. And then you get the tiered tray file that you can see there with the little bicycle and all the flower market pieces. Those are the 4 files you get. And we also started something new this month. So the whole time the club's been open, I've told y'all that I make everything Glowforge size. So you don't need a pass-through door for it. I always give you a smaller version of the door hangers in case you don't have the capability of cutting a big background piece, or you don't want to order a big background piece. But this month I decided to do something different, and I'm going to keep doing this. The door hanger is always going to have the option of being split. So if you want to cut, this is the door hanger we made. If you want to cut the backer, okay, the backer piece on here in one piece, that is in the file for you if you have a big laser and you can cut that. If you cannot cut that, I also have the option of cutting it in 2 pieces so that it fits together like a puzzle. And then the daisies on the front hide it. So the file will include something that hides the split so you can't see it. So you can cut all the door hangers in the group from now on in full size without a pass-through. Okay, so that's going to be a new thing that we are doing. So I always try to make everything Glowforge size for y'all. All right, well, I will have to check out the Walmart gumball machines. My throat gets so dry when I talk. I don't see how teachers do it because I get so dry just talking live. So talking all day, I can't imagine. Okay, we are going to do, you know what I need? A thinner. Where's my Posca pens? I put them on the floor. Where's my thin black one? Here it is. Thin black one and my thin white one. I'm just doing some little accents on here. I like dots and squiggles. If y'all watch me paint, you know I like to do dots and squiggles. Dot, 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 and a squiggle. Trying to make my dots bigger. Like that. A little dot and squiggle pattern. And I'm going to do some white too so they really pop. Hey, Katie, how are you? So glad you could join us. Sorry, y'all, I get quiet when I'm doing my dots and squiggles. All right, I'll show y'all. As soon as I get the white on there, I'll show y'all what this looks like up close. Oh, that is not. Hold on, I'm not getting a good white color coming out of there. It's all like clear and yucky looking. Cold, snowy in cold Texas. What? Texas is cold and snowy? How is that happening? Wanda, what's going on in Texas? That's not what I think when I think of Texas. I think of Texas as being hot and dry. Not how Texas is. This time of year. I gotta fix this, y'all. Smeared my black. All right, let's see if my white's gonna. There we go. That's still not. I have issues with white. I just do. I don't know what the deal is. All right, I'm gonna have to use maybe. Oh, I do have some more thin white ones. Hold on, let me open up a new one. Maybe it's just that one. Oh my gosh, it's 18 and you have 4 inches of snow. How strange. Is that strange for y'all this time of year? It has to be. I don't watch the news since the C word 2 years ago. My husband turns on the news when he gets home. Other than that, I live in a cave because I hate it. That's probably why I don't know what's going on in Texas with the weather. Everybody else probably knows. Forgive me while I fuss with my pasta pen, y'all. I'm having issues. All right, I think we have. Hold on, let me put my squiggle back on here. All right, come on now. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I was like, come on, Pasca, come through for me. That's not how y'all behave. These pens are usually fabulous. I'm just kind of going where I went with the black, but I'm not covering it up. I'll show y'all up close here in just a minute. Okay, so I just wanted just a little something something on there, just so it pops. So here's my Valentine's set, and there's so many color combinations that you could do for that. And then what you would do is once you have your frame all put together, all glued together, which I haven't done yet. I could probably go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and do that. And that can be drying while we paint our other pieces. I'm going to put this glue just lightly on the outside edge. And y'all see how lovely and charred the back of this is? Because when you're cutting all these little cuts, you're going to work up some nice char on there, but you're never going to see it. So don't worry. All right, we're going to clamp it. All right, I'm going to clamp these two, and then in a minute, we'll get the other piece. Ouch, I glued my finger on there, y'all. That was not good. It was stuck too. Okay, so then this one is going to fit in here, and we're going to put this on the front, but we'll do that in just a minute because I want to make sure I've got it like placed exactly correctly. Oh, thank you, Amy. Thanks for sharing the pictures. Yeah, you're ready for it to go away. Oh, Tracy's bragging. It's 80 in Florida today. I hate you, Tracy. No, I really don't hate you, of course, but oh my gosh, I'm so envious. That is not fair. Not fair at all. Do I need, let me see. I'm trying to not have, here, let's do this. Let's do, because I have red and white out, let's go ahead and do our 4th of July set. And I'm probably going to use some paint pens on here. Let me paint the USA red since I've got that out. I'll paint that with a paintbrush. This would be a good project just to sit down and paint while you're watching TV at night. I think this would be a fun gift for someone. I need to find a family photo of my husband and I and our kids for this frame. We are very bad about having photos of all 4 of us. Sorry, y'all. Like I told y'all, I get quiet when I'm like painting detailed stuff. Okay. All right, we'll stop there with the red. And let's get, I've got a few blues here. Let me see. That's kind of a light. All right, I'm going to go with the just regular, I think this is just regular. No, it's sky blue in the Posca. I'm trying to think what color is Uncle Sam's hat usually? Because this is going to look weird if I don't make it the right color. Do y'all know? Let me look up Uncle Sam's hat. Do y'all do this when you're painting? This is the only device that I'm not currently using. Let me see something. Let me do Uncle Sam's hat. That's not what that's called, is it? That's good enough, though. Let me see. Okay, so it's supposed to be red and white stripes, and then the band is supposed to be blue. Okay. All right, so let's go with red. I think this red will coordinate with that. Yeah, this red will coordinate with the true red. So it's not going to be like I have two different reds going on here. This will work. Normally when I paint, I try to have like a plan for what colors I want to use ahead of time before I go live. But there's so many different pieces to this set that I didn't do that. And I was like, well, I'm just going to have to wing it. But it'll be okay. It's just paint, right? I'll blend those two colors so they go together a little bit better. There's two reds. Y'all comment and let me know what colors I should use for the birthday set. I'm blending these reds a little bit. I'm just kind of brushing on a little bit of the other red that I used just to make them, so they don't look weird. There we go. That blends them together a little bit better. And then the band is blue. I'm going to do this star in blue as well. Okay. This is cute, you guys. I like patriotic projects. I'm looking forward to making some new patriotic files this season coming up. We'll have to do 2 coats of this white so it pops. Got to have our paint popping. All right, so now I got to go to Walmart today for a bubblegum machine. And what else do I need from Walmart? Do y'all watch? I always share my YouTube channels that I love with you guys. So one of the channels that I watch is Carla McKenzie. Does anybody watch her? She does Walmart Shop with Me. She does like other stores too, but she does Walmart Shop with Me. So I watch her, and she did one this morning. Well, I watched it this morning. I don't know when she posted it. This was the most recent one. And sometimes she shows things. This is why Shop with Me's are dangerous to watch, because sometimes people show stuff, and I'm one of those people, I'm easily influenced, I guess. And I'm like, well, I have to have that. So she showed this mug, this coffee mug. Now, y'all, I am the age where I need to be getting rid of things and not accumulating things. Okay. That's the most I'm going to say about my age. But I used to love to shop. I still love to shop, but the problem is that I don't need things like I used to. My house is already decorated. I mean, I could redecorate it. I buy stuff sometimes to decorate it. But it's like I don't need any more kitchen stuff and I don't need any more, stuff. And the problem is that I see stuff on these shop with me's and I get sucked in and hold on, y'all. I need a little tiny brush. See, and that's one thing I had on my list yesterday when I went to Hobby Lobby, and I couldn't find any little tiny brushes that I liked. Any, believe it or not, in the entire Hobby Lobby store, couldn't find any. I wanted some tiny angled brushes, so I'm going to see if I can order some off of Amazon. But anyway, I don't know. She showed this mug on her video that was like an iridescent, the iridescent effect that it was a clear coffee mug and it reflected like iridescent colors. Do y'all know what I mean? Like the iridescent nail polish that they have. And of course, sorry, I got to make sure I don't get color outside the lines there. I was like, well, I have to have that. I mean, have to have that. So now I'm going to Walmart to get me an iridescent mug that I do not need. I do not need that. Okay, let me paint the little, I'm putting this off over here. Can you tell? I'm putting that off. I'm painting some of these stars blue. I feel like when I paint, do y'all ever watch, did y'all watch The Office? I loved The Office. I still watch the reruns where Michael Scott says, sometimes when I start a sentence, I have no idea where it's going. That's not exactly what he says. It's not the exact quote, but it's like, sometimes when I start a sentence, I have no idea where it's going. I just sort of like, he just sort of lets it take him wherever it takes him. I feel like that when I paint. Sometimes I start painting live and I don't know where it's going. I have no idea. Hey, Kay, how are you? Okay, do you live in the middle of nowhere so you can't shop? That would probably be a good thing for me. I grew up in the middle of nowhere, but I don't live in the middle of nowhere now. I live 10 minutes from Target, and my daughter works at Target. Oh, this tape is getting on my nerves. So I can have the excuse of, I'm going to visit my daughter at work. And, all right, these stars. Here we go, y'all. Go up there and get a coffee from her at the Starbucks and then shop for things I don't need. All right, these stars over here were supposed to go on the hat. I did this backwards. So these are a little bit smaller, but it'll be all right. It will all be good. And I wish y'all could see. I could probably, let me see if I can maybe like zoom in a little closer. But see, the problem is y'all are going to see that on the front camera. So I think we're just going to have to deal with that if y'all want to be able to see better on the overhead camera. There we go. I can always move it back. I don't know why I didn't paint these before I took them off the tape. Why did I do that? But yeah, I feel like Michael Scott, if Michael Scott painted, I don't know where I'm going. I just start painting. Oh, already, camera? You're doing this to me today? Okay. If you know, you know. I always say that. Enter Studio. Oh, you ridiculous phone. Drive me crazy. Yeah, Sandra, that was quick, right? Now is it sideways? It's sideways. Hold on, y'all. There we go. I am using Posca pens, okay. Okay. It's that time of day when my camera gives out. I miss having good eyes and not having to wear glasses to see up close. I really do. I miss that. I had LASIK like 12 years ago. So I could see perfectly until my eyes started going out on me. Yeah, they are the best. Okay, let me think here. Let me think. How are we gonna do this? We need more white and blue. All right, let's do this. We got a lot of red going on here. See, this is why I'm probably not going to get all of these painted because I'm too slow of a painter. Who is texting me? Oh, that is so annoying. Y'all know my watch is telling me time to stand. That's when I feel like I want to tell my watch that it can kiss it because I swear, when I was working as a nurse, I could work all day and never sit down, be on my feet all day long, and come home and sit down. And my watch within 10 minutes would go, time to stand. I'm like, no, watch. No, I don't think so. Y'all, my feet are freezing. I'm going to have to go get my fuzzy socks. I walked outside right before I went live, and I walked out barefoot because I left my paint in the car. So I had to go get it real quick. I had to run out there. So I probably shouldn't have done that. Okay, so there is our, we still have to paint the inside of that, but that's what we have so far. Sorry, I'm trying to hold it still and not make y'all dizzy. Does yours say stand and breathe? I know, Terry, that is so aggravating. Why does it do that? Well, I know why it does it. It's like a setting that I could turn off. If I took the effort to turn it off, I could just turn it off, but I don't know how to do it, so I just leave it. All right, I'm just doing a second coat of white on here. I feel like it needs it. All right, and then let's do white stripes on here. I'm getting outside the lines. I'm only on set number 2, and I'm already like getting sloppy. Already getting sloppy. I need a thin red one. I have not heard from Mama Jean lately, Kay. What the heck? I need to see what she's up to. Kay and I went to Tamara Bennett's live event a few years back, and she's talking about one of the girls that we were that was in our little group. We had so much fun. Oh, that's supposed to be white. What am I thinking? All right, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do red. Red, white, red. And then this is going to be red. We have a lot of red on here, but we'll do some accents in white. And it will all be good. I always say during these long videos, it's nice to be somebody who's watching in the replay. Because you can just fast forward through the boring parts, the boring white painting. I miss y'all too. We do need to get together. I was thinking about going to her event this summer, but we have such a busy summer already. I don't think I'm going to be able to swing it this year. Although I'd love to go to Texas. Not right now, though, right? Who was it that said it was snowing in Texas? Right now, there's snow on the ground. That is not when I want to go to Texas. I want to go someplace warm. I'm sure it's like only certain places in Texas, right? Because it's such a big state. Okay, so let's do, we'll do some dots on our stars. And just some little dupes. Let's see. Trying to work around these stars. That red is still wet. Still wet. It's making my white paint red. Gotta let that dry. We'll go back and do some more accents on there. Okay, that's what we got so far, y'all, for our little 4th of July piece. Cute, 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 cute. We can do white on our little, let's do some dots on our star. That'd be cute. All right, I'm gonna wait for the rest of that to dry. So let me move back to my frame over here and do the next step. Try not to glue my fingers together this time. Okay. So all right, let that part dry. We are getting there, y'all. Now, which one are we going to do next? I'm saying beach chairs. What do y'all think? Beach chairs. We need some bright colors up in here. This is stick fast glue. Oh, Sandra, 80s in Southern California. I bet that's going to be so nice. Yeah, okay, this is stick fast thick. My favorite glue. And it's a giant vat of it that I got on Amazon. I normally don't buy such huge containers of it, but it was a good deal, so I snagged it. But now I've got this huge thing of glue to contend with. I didn't think that through very well. All right, so that color is Carousel Pink. Now, y'all know what color I have to do next, right? You know I have to put some sea breeze in there if it's a beach kind of deal. I love some sea breeze. So we'll add a Halloween set to this file. And we'll do a witch hat and a black cat. And what else should we do? A haunted house, maybe. And a moon with like a jack-o'-lantern. That's what I'm thinking we need to do. All right. Cute. This is my favorite one, y'all. I love beachy stuff, coastal stuff. I love it. It's my favorite one already. Oh, a ghost. Yes, that would be really cute too. Yes, Brenda, I'm sorry. Your comments are coming through. Did you ask a question? I'm sorry. I'm trying to look up at the camera enough to not miss a question. If you have a question, please ask it again. Let's see. She says, Jeanette, she was going to ask this again. I'm not sure what you were going to ask again. Whoever says, Jeanette, I was just getting ready to ask again, I can't see your name because it just says Facebook user. You have to allow StreamYard to share your name. Okay. Let me know. If y'all have questions, let me know because I can, oh, you know what? Maybe I can scroll up. Hold on. Oh, I can scroll up on here. Oh, Jeanette asked about the fine and medium point Posca pens. Yes, I purchased both. Okay, I'm painting this next chair white because I want to put yellow on it, and we're going to need white first so that the yellow pops. Yes, I don't have all the colors in fine point, but I do have a lot of colors in fine point. The medium ones, normally I use the medium ones the most, but for small projects like this and tiered tray sets, the fine point ones really come in handy. And for accent marks on small things, you're going to want a fine tip white and a fine tip black if you like to make accents. Yes, I see your comment, but I just didn't know if you asked a question. I scrolled up and I still didn't see a question up above. So I'm sorry. If you have a question, please feel free to ask it again so I can help you out. Let's do purple cow. I'm trying to use the last little bit of this purple cow up. It's really, the lid is broken and it's getting on my nerves, but I'm trying to use the last of it. You could paint these with paint pens if you want to. Oh, you know what I didn't get out, y'all? I need to grab my magnetic tape. I hope I can find it. Shoot, I meant to get that out before I went live. We're gonna need that to put our little piece in. I'm gonna have to look for that here in just a minute. Let's see. Let me see if all right, I do have these. These will be my backup. That's not what I was looking for. Hold on just a sec. I think I know where I stuck it. Okay, I got it. Okay, I'm thinking this is what I'm going to use for my to put my little attachments in. This is magnet roll, like a roll of magnet tape that you can get on Amazon. I do have an Amazon storefront, y'all. The magnet tape is not on there though, but a lot of the supplies I use are on there. If you go to my website, lulubeandesigns.com, I have a supply list on there. Okay, we're going to do bright salmon on this last beach chair. I've had the Clubhouse, Brenda, since last March, and I am in Virginia. The bright salmon is clogged. Clogged up. You know what would be really cute? See, I always think about this after the fact. If you paint these chairs all in different shades of blue, like a royal blue, powder blue, aqua, gray, like a kind of a gray blue, that would be very pretty. Blue is like my favorite color. Any shade of blue, like mostly aqua, but I think that would have been a neat idea. All right, and then I'll do yellow for where the white one is. You could leave the white one white, but I just want that pop of yellow. Kay, I have a Thunder Laser and a Glowforge Pro. This is bright yellow by Deco Art. I can cut a really big door hanger if I wanted to. My Thunder Laser goes up to 35 inches wide, and then it's 24 the other way, but it's really not 24 because it's really just unlimited. Like you can use the pass-through door. So you could cut something huge with it. I posted a picture on my Instagram a couple weeks ago. I cut a giant lemon for somebody. Somebody wanted a giant lemon for their kitchen wall and then the word squeeze on it. And I used my pass-through door on my Thunder Laser. And it was like a 4-foot long and like really wide lemon. Okay. How cute are those chairs, y'all? They're going to need some accents too, so we'll do those. Let me go back on this piece, and now that the red is dry, just do a little something something on here. Okay. Because I can't leave well enough alone. All right, our frame is probably dry here. And then we can do the, let me not put that where there's any paint that's going to get. Okay. So these two pieces, I'm going to line them up so that the circle parts are right in line with each other. Okay. So let me put glue on this piece. And we're gonna, let's see, like this. All right, that's all you do for those. Okay, and I'm just going to set that aside to dry. And then the front, so this piece will fit in here like this. Y'all see that? Like that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that when we make this attachment that we don't have these too low on here. Okay, so we need to put this like right about here. I'm just going to take a little pencil and just do a mark right there. Let me turn around so I can see it. Wait a minute. That. And just to know where our glue needs to go. So we want glue in between these areas, but we don't want it, you know, we don't want glue where we don't need glue. How did I get? Oh, I know how I did. I flipped it over. I got, I'll probably fix it with a black. I got a little spot of paint, the salmon color paint on there where I don't want it. Okay, so we'll let that dry. And then this one, same thing. I'm going to just kind of see about where I want that one, right about there. And just make us some marks just so we know where to put glue. Okay. We'll let those two dry so we have those that we can play with here in just a minute. And this one's probably still a little bit wet. Put that up there. All right. Let's do our back to school. That would be a cute one. Our little back to school set. Thank you, Kay. Sharon, I can cut, well, I mean, I cut 1/4 inch thick wood all the time. You can cut thicker wood. Like I've cut 1/2 inch before, but you have to go really slow with it. I wouldn't want to cut it all the time. Okay, so water. Is this the right color? No, I think this is the color I want to use. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do, whoops, I'm coloring outside the lines already. Make sure y'all can see me. Y'all can see what I'm doing. It's a good day to paint today because it is raining outside. I can hear it sprinkling right outside my window. It's chilly. It's not that cold. I mean, it's been much colder than it is today. I wish that the sun was out because it's finally not like really, really, really cold. What color green do we need? Probably like a true green. Oh, you want a laser so bad. I'm sorry. Sharon, you're working on getting, I can't talk. You're set up and wondering about cutting 1/2 inch thick rounds. Excuse me. So you have, were you the one that said you got a thunder laser and then you're getting it set up? Um, when I got my thunder laser, my plan was to cut, like, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to cut 1/2 inch thick rounds. And then I realized how slow it was going to be to cut those. And I started cutting 1/4 inch rounds instead. And honestly, I feel like 1/2 inch are so heavy that I really just don't even want to cut 1/2 inch ones anymore. I don't know if you're used to doing 1/2 inch rounds, but I prefer the 1/4 inch because I don't want them to be that heavy. All right, we've got our little globe. That needs some accents just to make the colors pop on there. I had a silver Posca that we're doing for the stand. Here we go. That's cute. We'll do a red apple. We'll just use paint for that. I highly recommend, if you want a big laser, I highly recommend the Thunder. I mean, I'm not familiar with any of the other brands, but honestly, my Thunder has never failed me. It is a workhorse. I sell a ton of blanks. I cut circles out all day long on it because I sell so many of those, and it just cranks them out. It does a phenomenal job. Let's see if this is too dark of a brown. No, I think it'll be all right. No, that might be a little dark. We'll see. I feel like these need some movement in the water to give that a little something something. Just some little accents on there. Okay, now our stem is a little dark. Let me lighten that up just a tad. Do a little bit of a lighter brown. There we go. And I'll do our palette in, what should we do our palette? Should we do our palette in gray? Kay, also the rep for Thunder Laser, um, Brian is awesome. If you want to join the Facebook group, it's called Global Thunder Laser USA, I believe, and he is in that group. He's the rep that I ordered my laser through. And anytime that I've needed help trying to figure something out, he has um, either Facebook messaged me, he has Zoomed me. I mean, he has helped me, you know, at odd hours and on Sundays. He has helped me out trying to figure out, like, you know, usually if I've had a problem, I will tell you it's because I have hit a button on my laser that I didn't mean to hit and I didn't know what it did and I can't get it back the way I needed to get because I'm not an engineer and I don't know a lot about techie stuff. So he has helped me figure out things. But yeah, usually that's my issue. Other than that, I don't generally have an issue with my laser. I have a 100 watt. The reason I have a 100 watt though is not because that's originally what I thought I needed. I probably could have gotten away with an 80 watt. I have a 100 watt because it would have been, at the time, it would have been a really long wait for my, I'm looking for my small gray one, but I don't see it. Is that a small gray one? No, that's green. I don't know where my fine tip gray went. I thought I had one. The 100 watt was already in the country, and I was able to get a laser to my door in 2 weeks versus 2 months. And it was only, at the time, it was only a few $100s more. And he told me that if I wanted to cut through 1/2 inch wood, that might be my best bet anyway. So that's why I got that machine. But like I said, I really have not cut through 1/2 inch wood but a couple of times. And it is capable of doing it. It certainly is. But I just don't really feel the need. I'm trying to think what colors to do our books. I mean, I'm going to stick with this color scheme because I want it to all kind of coordinate. But let's just see. So yeah, my laser came in 2 weeks and I had it set up and was cutting and it was awesome. But I feel like if you're going to get a big laser, you really need a place to put it that's not inside your house, like a workshop or a garage or something. Mine's in my garage. My Glowforge is right here in my craft room, right over here next to me. Let's see. Yeah, I'll do red. I'll do a red one. Sticking with kind of primary colors for school. Should we do green or yellow? I hate yellow, y'all. I hate it. Yellow is just, it's hard to get it nice and bright without multiple coats and doing white underneath it. I'm lazy. I feel like messing with it. I'm going to do green. Um, The power. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see that you asked what it meant. It is the power. Yeah, it's how much power the laser has. So like mine, it's it's got a longer tube in it, so it's got this box kind of part that sticks out of the end that makes it take up more space because it had to accommodate a bigger tube. Now, if you get the really big one, the um, 50 inch or 51 inch, I can't remember which one it is, then it doesn't stick out because the laser, it's a bigger laser. So the machine is big enough to accommodate the tube without having this like box piece stick off the side of it, if that makes sense. And I actually did not realize that when I ordered it. So it's a good thing that I had space in my garage for it because I was like, this is bigger than I thought. And then I realized I was like, oh, it's because of the higher power. It's got that box thing. I just was, very clueless. But I have to say, that group has been so awesome because there is and I won't name any names, but there is a laser group on Facebook that is they're not quite as accommodating when you ask questions. There are a lot of people in there that clearly have more engineering and laser experience than I did. And I felt like whenever I asked a question in there that I kind of got almost like called out, like, well, why do you even own a laser if you don't know that? And I'm like, okay, that is not helpful because I've managed to, run a business with my laser that I knew nothing about. I made it work. I'm trying to make these look like actual books. I'll hold this up so y'all can see it here in just a minute. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to mess with that. Whoops, I lied. Okay. That is my little back to school piece. All right. I love it. So let me show you, since the glue is now dry on these two, how we're going to do this. So I'm going to take a piece of this tape, this magnet tape, and haven't used this stuff in a while, so y'all bear with me here. Get some scissors and maybe we don't need it to be like super long. Get two pieces that are the same. Hopefully this works and this doesn't do that wacky thing where two magnets repel each other, right? If so, then we're switching to command strips. All right, so now, did y'all see how I did that? I'm sorry, I'm trying to be on camera. So I stuck one magnet down here, about 3 inches long. I didn't measure. The learning curve compared to the Glowforge, Brenda, honestly, I really felt like it was the same. I mean, it's intimidating because it's a big machine. It is doing a thing where it's like slightly off. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm seeing where my magnet sticks to itself. I've already peeled the sticky part off, and it's not sticking exactly. Do y'all see what's happening here? It's a little bit like above it. I'm letting it do its magnet thing, okay? Letting it do its magnet thing. And I've got the sticky peeled off, and now I'm gonna do this. Now it's a little thicker, like it's gonna stick out a little bit, okay? It's not gonna fit all the way down in there with the, because of the magnet, but I haven't put the back on to the frame yet. Well, here, let me do it this way so y'all can see. See? It just, boop, like that. How cool is that, y'all? I love it. Super simple. Let me go ahead and put the back on this picture frame. So now I'm not going to glue this on because I need a piece of glass. But this piece, okay, we put our glass down in here, and then we would glue this piece on. Okay, so you just put glue like around this edge, on camera, this edge. Glue that so it fits perfectly in there. And then you've already got your glass in there. Okay, you need to make sure that's in there before you put the back on, or else you're not gonna be able to get it in there, I don't think. And then you can just take your picture and you just drop it in, and you can take it in and out. Well, this piece stays on, but you can take your picture in and out of there to change it out. Do I have a, oh, you know what? I think I do have one of my tabletop easels. Hold on. So you can see the picture frame like sitting up. Okay, this is a sign that I made a while back. This was my home sign. This file is in my Etsy shop too, y'all. If y'all want it, it's got all the states, so you can like put your own state in there. But anyway, this is my tabletop easel. It fits almost all my tabletop stuff. It fits all of them that I know of. So this, well, you'll have the back of it on there, so it's not going to fall through because you'd have the back on. Let's put the back on. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying there? Okay, so then it just sits on the little easel. Can y'all see that? Yeah. Or if you want to buy like whatever the stuff is that the little like backs to picture frames, I'm sure Amazon has them because Amazon has everything. You could probably buy a kit of them. Okay, we have got so far, y'all. I'm not going to glue all these on the little pieces because I just don't want to, take up with so much of your time today painting. But this is what we have so far. Okay, these are our 4 sets. Let me do a little accenting on the chairs now that they're dry. Let's see. What do we want to do with our chairs? Let's do our dots and squiggles like that. And maybe we'll just do this and we'll get some white. We'll get some white and we'll do the same thing with our white. Make sure I haven't turned it gray. That. just to kind of give them a little, like black and white. Whoops, I keep moving it the wrong way because everything's backwards for me, y'all. Just to give them some little accents so they kind of pop a little bit. All right. What do you think? Should we do one more? Let's do flowers. Oh, hey, Laura. Yes, better late than never. Absolutely. Flowers. I want pink. I'm in a pink mood, y'all. I'm in a pink mood. So we could do pink and yellow. We could do that. Even though y'all know I hate yellow. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to do pink and yellow flowers, and we'll alternate the insides. Can y'all see that? Yeah, you can. Thank you, Laura. They are super fun to paint. I was kind of worried because it's so much painting and so many different pieces, but it's really been fun. And let's do, we're going to do black flower pots, and let's go ahead and do yellow. Is this the right yellow? I think so. I know I should do white under this yellow, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to do 2 coats of yellow. Oh, this is going to be cute. I keep saying what my favorite is, and then I keep changing my mind. I love these. These are so bright and cheerful. I need bright and cheerful here in February. Yesterday I said it was January. I got so stuck in dreary January that I didn't remember it had already turned February. Yay. It is a relaxing painting project. Whoever just said they didn't get their email with the files, I can't see your name. It just says Facebook user. You have to allow Facebook permission to share your name. If you didn't get an email, please email me at amy@lulubeandesigns.com and let me know. We will get you straight. You guys that are just signed up, sometimes email goes to your spam folder or junk folder. And also, I've had lots of people sign up under their husband's PayPal account, and then things get emailed to their husband's email address because it's associated with the PayPal account. So we just need to get you straight. We just need to get the correct email address in there for you. So you just need to message me at amy@lulubeandesigns.com, and we will get you straight. All right, so here's our green, our pretty green, and then we will do black for our flower pots. Need a fresh paper towel. Trying to see if I missed any of y'all's comments. We'll do some accents on these black flower pots to make them pop. We might actually do some white polka dots on them. That would be super cute. I'm obsessed with polka dots these days, y'all. I don't know why. I feel like polka dots make everything happy. All right. How many more do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 more. Let's do our snow one. I need to do them all anyway because I need to take pictures of them all for you guys. So kind of just need to get them all painted. So if y'all want to hang with me, we'll just keep on trucking. Is it snowing where you guys are? I know a couple people said it was. Who's got snow and who's got warm weather? Let me know what the weather's like where y'all are if you haven't already. Let's get all our shades of blue out for these snowflakes. See how many blue Posca pens I have. These Posca pens, if you don't have Posca paint markers, you do not know what you're missing because they are fabulous. They make your laser jobs a breeze. They really do. Oops. All right, let's see. You have thunderstorms where you are. Okay, says it's 76 in Georgia. I need to see what the temperature is here, but I would venture to say that it's in the 50s today and raining. I think we made it to the 50s. All right, there's 3 shades of blue. And then we have this one, our last shade of blue here. Do y'all hate that scratchy sound on the camera? The scratchy sound of the Posca pen? I hope it's not as annoying on your end as it is on mine. It's very scratchy sounding. Trying to paint fast so I don't bore you to death. Since we have so much to paint today. Okay, those are painted. We just need to paint the letters to go on them. Let's do one coat on there. And then we'll put some polka dots on our flower pots. Well, there we go. Making sure my other camera is still on. So guys, don't forget, if you want this picture frame file, today is the last day to join the club and get this file. This is one of the bonuses, but it goes away after today. So if you have not joined and you want this frame, don't miss out. All right, we'll do another coat on there. All right, so our flower pots, I'm going to go back and put some white polka dots on those. And I'm just doing that with my Posca pen. And I just work in triangles with my polka dots. I just try to make a triangle. 2 dots, and then put your 3rd dot wherever that triangle would be. And you end up with a pretty good pattern. It is nice to hear birds chirping outside today. Almost sounds like spring out there, even though it's not. All right. How cute is that one? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I feel like we need a little white shimmer on the middle of our flowers, just a little white to catch the light there. Thank you, Kay. Oh, you have slush with snow expected, Brenna. Oh, that's not good. Unless you like that kind of thing, I suppose. I like one good snow, but then I'm done. All right, so we'll glue those on there in just a moment. 4 more. We have 4 more to paint. Oh dear. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Goodness gracious. Goodness. We'll paint our bunnies. We have all kinds of colors out to paint bunnies. Ooh, that paintbrush had some black in it still. That is not a pretty shade of pink. Let's try that again. Here, we'll go with the brighter pink to get rid of that. Cover up that black. We'll just need 2 coats of that, but that is all right. I've got other brushes over here, but I just keep grabbing this one because I like it. This is a good brush. It's a good size and it's angled. Got perfect spring colors just sitting here ready to be played with. I'm breaking all my rules and doing yellow with no white underneath because I'm now into speed painting for y'all. Because we've had so much to paint. All right, what do we have? We have got, I don't know if that's too close to that color. Maybe. Here, we can do a salmon bunny. He'll be cute. Cute. Love it. All right, I have a new bottle of Whispering Turquoise. Actually, wait a minute. This bottle might still have a little bit in it. I might be able to get some out of here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Whispering Turquoise. My chair is so squeaky, y'all. Squeak, squeak, squeak. I have to do lots of bright colors. Bright colors make me happy. I'm always glad when it's time for spring and spring projects. All right, a couple of these colors need a second coat. That yellow was one of them. The purple has some places I missed. And then the pink needs a little touch up. So Laura, me too. But this color, this salmon color, usually turns out good. It is the, what did I say it was? Bright salmon? Is that, yeah, bright salmon by Deco Art. I end up loving it in spring projects. And a lot of times, if you have a spring project, a bunny one with carrots, this blue needs another coat too. I might as well just do a second coat on all of it, honestly. It's a good color for your carrot because it doesn't look too orange. It's still like pastel-y. So I use it for carrots sometimes. I probably ruin my brushes by doing this, the way I like squeeze them with my paper towel. Probably why my brushes don't last very long. Well, and I'll leave them sitting in water for days upon end. I'm so bad to my brushes. I need to take better care of them. Thank you so much. I think it's pretty too. It's definitely a good spring color. What other color? That's the color I need to do again. That salmon color. Almost out of that color. I need to get some more on my palette. Okay, so got our bunnies up here. We'll wait a few minutes before we do accents on them. We can go ahead and put our snow letters. On here. Is anybody watching anything good lately? Any good programs that have come on? I feel like we're kind of stuck now that Yellowstone's not on. I don't know. I just feel like that was our show that we were watching. And oh, hand sanitizer. Really, your brushes? Oh, okay. That's good to know. I know Murphy's oil soap is supposed to be good for cleaning brushes. I think I have some. I think I just need to get it out. All right. What are we going to do here? Let's do some paint pens here. Of course, no, I have to use this aqua color. Because it's my absolute favorite. And we'll do the outside of this birthday hat with it. And then we'll do this balloon. So this color Posca coordinates with the sea breeze really well. So I'm going to do the balloon with the sea breeze. If you ever have paint dried, oh, dried paint, hand sanitizer will take dried paint off of your brushes. Wow, that's pretty cool. I did not know that. This is going to be cute, I think. All right, let's see how this pink looks with it. Has the crown come back on yet? Does anybody know? I've been missing the crown. I was really enjoying that. And sadly, when I was watching it, I actually didn't know when I was watching the last episode of it. And it went off, and I was like, wait, why is it jumping back to the first episode? And I realized I was like, no, I'm out of episodes. I thought that the girl that they got to play the young Princess Di was amazing. I thought she did such a good job, and she looked so much like her. Um, I want yellow in here somewhere. I want to do, I hate yellow because it's just trifling to work with, but I feel like I want to do aqua, pink, and yellow. So I think that's so pretty together. All right, we'll do yellow for the outline of this one. All righty, and then let's do, haven't watched TV in years. Oh, really, Laura? You must get a lot of crafting done. I only watch it during the day, like as noise when I'm home, if I'm home by myself. But I usually put something on that's just either like old stuff I've already watched or something that I don't really have to like pay close attention to because I don't like it quiet. Um, but like watch it, we watch at night. How long have I been live, y'all? 2 hours? Oh my goodness. This is a record for me. This is definitely a record. I appreciate anyone who has hung in here. This is where time-lapse video really comes in handy. My phone is probably up there like, okay, I'm going to run out of space. Oh, that is really cute. All right. It needs some accents on it, but it is super cute. Let's do our bunny accents. And our white. Yes, Laura, it died at the 45-minute mark. But it has not died again. I mean, just so weird. Now that I say that, watch, it'll do it again. Speed highlighting, y'all. Okay. Our bunnies are highlighted. Yay. All right. I wonder if this is dry enough. Oh, that's my big one. That's my big pen. I got pens and paint everywhere, y'all. Thank you, Nikki. I love it. I'm having fun painting these. I'm having trouble keeping my white Posca white. Okay, there is our birthday set. Cute. Love it, love it, love it. All right, we have 2 more sets to paint. Can we do it, y'all? Can we do it? Where's my big green? Oh, here it is. Here it is. We can do it. We can do it. 2 more sets. That's all we have. We got to get some white on our snowman. Nope, we're not fiddling with that. We're doing white chalk paint. Debbie, my paint pens last forever. I mean, I'm really honestly shocked at how long they last. I paint a lot. And I honestly, I don't think I've thrown one out except for a white one and a black one, because I use a lot more white and black than anything else. So they last a long time. All right. Let's do that, and then we'll go back and add red. Okay, and we'll do our truck. We have to do our truck in red, right? Of course we do. We have to have a little red truck. I feel like I need to move this up so y'all can see better. And I always forget that. And I hold things close to me when I'm painting them just out of habit. What color should I paint that cup? I don't know what color to paint it. I want it to be like Christmassy. I don't want to throw blue in there. So I have, I think this is the best orange that I have. I have these little tiny paint pens that are different brand. Sorry, this one has not been used in a while though. Let me shake the dickens out of it. It doesn't have a color on it, so this is just the closest one to orange. But the brand is Neotop, and they're very good for tiny little details. And they have good coverage. Okay, so I just painted that little carrot nose, and they have really good coverage. So if you're interested in finding some little tiny paint pens, I'm going to use the black one to do the accents on the truck. These lines that are scored on the truck, because they're super thin. All right, I still don't know what color cup to do, y'all. What color cup should I do? I can't do red because it's right next to the red, because I would totally do a red mug. Do I want to bring blue in? I don't want to do a green mug. Maybe I'll just see what this looks like. Let's see. Can I get away with using my favorite color in the Christmas one? Let's see. It's a wintry color, right? I think it's cute. Oh yeah, I think that's adorable. All right, and then I have a really tiny red Neotop pen. Oh, gold would have been pretty. See, I'm sorry, your comments are like delayed when I ask something. It's like I don't see the comments for a little while. So I think no one's answering. I just waited another 30 seconds. But yeah, see, that's great for that little candy cane that you can't see because it's so far away. The red little candy cane, isn't that cute? All right, so we're gonna need some accents on there. I know I always say that. The bunnies, are getting tails. The bunnies are getting tails. And y'all know me. I've got to do like, I hot glued these yesterday, and if I'd heated up my hot glue gun, I would do that again today, but I'm just going to do this. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like they need hot glue. All right, hold on. Let me plug my hot glue gun in. That can heat up while I'm painting that last, the fall set. This, where can I set this that I won't burn the place down? Right there. All right. We need accents on that. Let's do this one. Last one. Last one, y'all. I've been painting for a long time. Okay. Orange, a big orange pasta pen. Where would that be? Why can I not find that? Is this orange? That's like a light. I did not use orange already. Did I? This is like a peachy orange. Where did you go? Orange pasta pen. Here's the white mini baby pen. That is so strange because I hardly ever use orange. I have like a darker, brighter orange. I don't know. Let's use our acrylic jack-o'-lantern orange. Yeah, I'm putting pom-pom balls on there. I just need the hot glue gun to heat up. I think that'll be really cute. My trusty little mini angled brush that I've used for like the entire thing. Solve the mystery of where did my orange Posca pen go? Like my dark orange. Our pumpkin pie. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. All right. Let's do our pilgrim hat black. Pom pom. Oh, pom pom balls. I thought you said popcorn balls. I was looking at that thinking you said popcorn balls for some reason. I was thinking popcorn balls for fall, which would be cute. That would be cute. All right, so I have a Posca pen I've never used that is like a creamy color that I could use for the whipped cream or for part of the acorn here. Oh, trying to get the plastic off. Let's see. It's going to be a minute trying to get the ink out though, y'all. Hello up there on the time-lapse camera. Are you still working? All right. It's coming out. Let's do... So, as predicted, it is sort of wood colored, but once I get the black on there, it's going to look good. Because I know you probably can't really see it on the overhead camera. Okay. And then I think we do need to do the whipped cream in regular white, though. It needs to be a true white. And then gold. Where's gold? Gold looks like black, but it's not black. That's silver. That's black. That's black. I have a gold. Here it is. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that gold. And then we're just going to do some black accents on our acorn. I can't believe I haven't had to get out a second plate. That's pretty good. I've managed to put a lot of colors on that one plate, y'all. I'm sorry if I'm off camera again. I got so much stuff on my table in front of me, y'all. I'm running out of room with all these pieces and all these paint pens. I gotta get off here and go get some stuff done. I gotta fold some laundry and figure out what I'm gonna fix for supper. I've been on here for like 2.5 hours, y'all. What the heck? I knew this would take a while, but I had no idea. Somebody's car alarm's going off outside. Y'all hear that? I'm just going along these score lines. All these lines are scored on here. Which makes it nice. Okay, so we need to do some accents on there, but we're going to skip back over here to our Christmas one. Let's see. And then we need a little bit of black on there. Okay, I think we're good on that one. There's our Christmas one. Isn't that cute? I love it. Love, love, love. And then our fall one, we'll go back and do some white, and then we'll glue our bunny tails on, and we're going to be done. We're going to be done, y'all, with all this painting. There's a lot of painting. My goodness. Come on, white, don't fail me now. Right here at the end. Okay, I think we are good. That's our little fall set. Okay, so we've got all our sets painted. We just need to get our little, we'll put a little bit more blue on that one. Our pom-pom balls on our bunnies. I think I bought smaller oh, I did. Y'all, I bought smaller pom-pom balls for this. These were for the shelf sitter yesterday. I've got them, they're sitting right next to me. Lord. Well, these bunnies have nice, full, fluffy tails. And that will just have to do. Cute. My goodness. I cannot stand it. It's so cute. Look, I like the big ones. I think they look cute on there. Oh, thank you. Sandra says she likes the Christmas one. Brenda says she likes the fall one. Y'all, I cannot decide. Seriously. Look at the cuteness. Look at the cuteness. There's so much cuteness going on. And then we still look at just more. We have this one. We have this one. We have so many. This one. Cute. Okay. I am going to get off here and I'm going to glue these onto the bars so that I can, just do a quick little video showing y'all how they just pop on there and like what each one looks like up close. So I'll get off here and do that. But thank y'all for hanging with me for that super long live. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope y'all had a good time. I had fun painting. This was super fun. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Don't miss tomorrow, 1 o'clock. We are going to be painting the frame, the rattan frame that says, what does it say? Hey spring, hi spring, hello spring. I think it says hello spring. Anyway, we're going to paint that and we're going to do some of that saran wrap technique for the, the faux Mod Podge like saran wrap thing. We're going to try that tomorrow live. I'm not going to do it beforehand. I'm going to pray that it works live on TV. All right. Thank y'all so much for joining me. And I will see you tomorrow for the next bonus. If you want this file, you have to join today. I don't want to tell you one more time because I know somebody's going to message me and say, I didn't get the picture frame file. You have to join by midnight tonight if you want this file. Join the club. Go to the link in the video description. Okay. Thanks, y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.